All right, Huzaifa says, due to a penalty, I changed my LLG domain and some of the subdomains are giving duplicate. Google chose different canonical error, even though the old domain and subdomain sites were deleted and removed from Google. I don't know what you mean about that question, Huzaifa. I'm sorry, but if you have your sites set up properly, then your canonical should be explicit. In other words, like, let me just pull in like Albemarle Tree Cares in this, or excuse me, Albemarle Felling Pro. If you take a look at the canonical here, those are it's an explicit canonical, and that is accomplished in high level, right? If you build your or however, I don't know whether you're using high level or not, but the way that I do it is all of this is again done via shortcode, custom values. I can demonstrate that here in Box Tree Care. We're going to go to sites because his site is a high level site. Okay, I practice what I preach. So we're going to come in here and we're going to take a look. By the way, I'll show you custom values in a minute, but this is essentially like if we go in and we look at the homepage just as an example. In high level, you're going to go on to SEO metadata, and you're going to scroll down and go to links and tags. And right there, I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's a shortcode. That's a custom value shortcode. And so every page on the site, that's how we build these sites, is done via shortcode. And so when we upload or do the web form submission, one for each of the 9 forms that we use to build these sites, which is listed right here, the LLG site forms. Each time we submit these forms, so right here, the LLG site URLs, this is the form that we submit when we're deploying the site that has all the page URLs that are already predefined. Before the site's even published, we already know what the page URLs will be. And so we add those here, and when we click submit, it automatically updates the entire site, right? All the internal linking is done. The canonicals are now all set properly. Everything is done because of these forms that we submit. So the site is built through form submission, like 80% of it anyways. Then you still got about 20% of manual editing of the site and modifying and things like that. But about 80% of the site build is done by form submission. If that makes sense. And then all of that stuff is clearly set because all of those shortcodes are, I'm not kidding. I spent over 70 hours. I know people think that's crazy, but I spent over 70 hours developing that site template with all those shortcodes and everything, and then all the automations and everything else to do that specifically. Took me, I counted my hours, took me over 70 hours. But if you got the canonical set properly, then that's an explicit canonical. So if the other sites are down and they've been taken down and you've got your canonical set properly, then that shouldn't be a problem. So again, I don't know without more specifics exactly what it is that you're experiencing there. All I can do is tell you that, go set an explicit canonical in the new pages that canonicalize to themselves. That's what you should do. That's essentially what I was showing you in there, is the page should canonicalize to itself. Okay.